blue of the western sky comes
Runway DFW.
Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW, in color. Now, here is your host, Walt Zwerko.
And a hearty good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. You are watching Runway DFW. My name is Walt. We're here on this Sunday, December 17th, 2023. And welcome on in to our little broadcast. We'll be here with you for the next 3 hours, leading up to our handover to our pals Kevin and Rudy over at Airline Radios Live. So stick around for all the airport action on Runway DFW. Well, here we are, outstanding in our field at DFW Founders Plaza for another day of excitement. Coming in from Midland, Texas is American Eagle Flight 3552 and Embraer 175. And hey, how are you doing this morning? Happy to have you here. As you can see here, we have a Kalitta Air 747, which I believe we will. I think we'll see this in action this morning. I guess we'll find out. Let's see, we've got a heavy jet coming in from Maui. This will be American Airlines Flight 116, a 787-800 Dreamliner. Flying past DFW Founders Plaza, where we are hanging out this morning. As you can see on the thermometer on the screen, it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Here, a bit nippy. Our local thermometer, which is perched atop my soundboard, gives me a reading of 36 degrees. So, but as long as we keep moving, I think everything's going to be okay. Flight 3555 American Eagle is coming in from Lubbock. This appears to be coming in on runway 18 left, which is normally the takeoff runway over here. So while we have a little lull in the action, let's say hello to everybody who has been kind enough to join us this morning. Bob Bell says, good morning from a warm 45 degrees Fahrenheit, Ohio. Walt, good to see you again. Good to see you too, Bob. Boy, you're warmer there. Yeah, he says it's colder in Dallas than Ohio. What's up with that? Becky Davies is joining us, says, good afternoon, Walt. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Becky. I see our friend and moderator Gerard in there. So hello to you, Gerard. Thank you for being there. Rodney says, good morning all from Canada. Is it warmer in Canada than it is here today? Well, if so, more power to you. Our moderator, our newest moderator, and channel member Luke says, good morning, Walt, fellow mods, and the DFW family. Hello to you, Luke. Thank you for being here with us. I see Wendy KLM fan says, good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hello to you, Wendy. Here comes another American Eagle flight, this one from Abilene, Texas. It's another Embraer 175. And we've got a parade of E-jets headed your way because the next flight to arrive is going to be American Eagle 3372 from Laredo, Texas. There's a look at the beautiful sky. We've got some contrails going on up there this morning. And heck, the flight after this one is going to also be another E-175 flight 3301 American Eagle from Tallahassee, Florida. Is that right? Tallahassee? Tallahassee, Florida. Yep. So here comes the arrival from Laredo. And again, these flights coming in on runway 18 left, which is not where arriving flights nominally arrive here. They're usually on 18 right, so they may be doing an inspection. If my mouth is not working today, chalk it up to the cooler temperatures, I would say. There's a look at the East Tower just before dawn. Dawn, which will be here, sunrise at 7:24, so you can see your clock there at about 11 minutes away from the sunrise. I was up late last night working on another special item for our viewers, for our members, I should say. It will be a compilation of the best music of Runway DFW. I know many of you have been asking for this. So if you're a member, you can look forward to that in your feed within the next day or two. Last night I got the music part produced, then I had to just add some pictures to it. Runs about, 22 minutes or so. It's not that long because all our music is a minute or less, because it's really designed for backing commercials. Looks like we got a tic-tac-toe board in the sky above us this morning. Baker and Honeydew says, a channel member says, good morning everyone, heading out for a run, but will be listening. Whoever thought you would listen to an airport stream? Hey, here's Josh Aldrich, channel member and moderator. Good morning, Walt, my fellow mods and everyone. And here is Gerard, a channel member and also a moderator, says a big hello and very nice to see you all here again. MR Rice greets us with a good morning, early birds, fans of Runway DFW. MR, good to see you. O'Malley, hey channel members, top of the morning to yez. Ravinda Hedgi says, good morning from India. We welcome you all halfway around the world as we wait for some aviation activity. Well, we've got just a gaggle of mods this morning. A-list flyer Chris, who will be busy later today with our pals at Airline Videos Live, and I am. Where's our button? Here it is. It's a Kalitta Air 747, which is going to be joining the 747 already parked just to the south of us at UPS. Always a welcome sight to see the Queen of the Skies in action. Well, you know what's happening right now? Do you see this one just landed? Right. If we pull out a little bit. Why? It's another Kalitta Air 747. Backing out now from UPS. The one that just landed came in from Louisville. That was a 17-year-old 747-400. That one that just landed there under the wing of the one of the plane in the foreground. And the one that is being pushed back now is going to Louisville. Louisville, of course, being the home base of UPS aviation activities here in the USA. This plane is a little older than that other one.
1993.
A 747-400. Always interesting when we can get a look under the belly of the big bird. As the ground crew gets everything ready for this lovely bird to depart. We'll be shifting our viewpoint in just a minute. Probably about a minute and a half to watch Japan Airlines Flight 12 coming in from Haneda Airport in Tokyo. That'll be a 777. So I guess this plane's got to get out of the way before that other Kalitta Air can make the scene here. Old CNW fan says these must be UPS Christmas 747s. Yeah, now UPS does have a fleet of 747s, but in recent days we've been seeing these Kalitta Air aircraft in place here, and I suppose that's because they have some excess, or they need the excess capacity to deliver all the gifts from Santa. So as we watch this taxi out, we're going to shift around and catch this JAL 777 here for you. Seems like this plane's a little early today. Just a little bit. It's supposed to be here at 7:35, so it's a little more than 10 minutes early. After a 10-hour and 52-minute flight. that plane go? I was adjusting another camera. Here it comes. Once again, this is headed to Louisville. And yeah, another thing we don't typically see here on a Sunday morning is any UPS activity during the year, most of the year. Here comes the one that just landed. That was American Flight 1395 going through your screen. It's coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. So it's the Kalitta Air Show this morning for you. As this one makes a turn, we look at the other one, which is headed over the bridge to depart on the east side this morning. Well, so it looks like if things get a little slow this morning, we can count on watching some baggage handling from this Queen of the Skies. O'Malley says Kalitta Show is a great show, and we'll try to bring you the departure of the other one, the other plane, as it happens from the east side. Well, We are the beneficiaries of 10, or you, or our viewers are the beneficiaries of 10 gifted memberships by Kay Christensen. Thank you, Kay. You see the names appearing on your screen.
We can take it if, yeah, that's fine. 47.
As we take a gander at the sunrise. Looks like the Kalitta 747 is second in line to take off over on the east side, so we're keeping an eye on that for you. And a hearty welcome to all our new members. We're going to crawl now the names of our members as of last night to thank all of you. The list begins with James Webb, the channel sponsor. Thank you to James Webb as always. He's been a gigantic supporter of this channel this year. Also, thank you to our Quad Jet members. A special thank you to you all. And you know who you are. A-list flyer Chris, a mod of our channel, Beve, another mod, Cubs Win, Dan Griffiths, Deborah Klein, Dwayne C., James Webb, there's that name again, Kai, Kansas Avgeek, Lori M., Michelle R.S., a great mod and a big supporter of ours, Pete Nordine, R-Bauer25, our equestrian pal, Raina Taylor, Skittles, and Will Hutchison. Thank you to all of you for your Quad Jet memberships, and appearing across your screen now will be the names of all the other fine folks who are regular contributors to our channel. All right, the not UPS, but the Kalitta Air Flight 745, a 747-400, is about to take off. We should actually see the tail go by. Again, this is on the other side of the airport, the east side of the airport, so we don't get a very good look at it, but we should see the tail go by, and then we'll try to follow it up in the morning sky here. From your pals here at Runway DFW. All right, so it looks like it's on the move now. You've just joined us. We're looking for a 747 Kalitta Air about to make its way into the morning sky. I think I can actually hear it roaring. Sometimes those sounds carry over from the east side of the airport. It is rolling. We should see the tail. There it is. Look at that. It's in silhouette because the sun is behind us, or is behind the aircraft this morning, but nevertheless, an inspiring sight. There it goes. Abraham says, good morning, Walt. Greetings. Donnie has... What is Donnie saying here? Well, there was a problem that Donnie had. I'll have to investigate that. Speedbird Gaming says your Flight Radar 24 guy is back. Next arrival is in Envoy Air Emperor 175 from Champaign, Illinois. Yeah, we may have missed that as we were following along with the 747. You see the cargo door on this plane opening up. It is ready to expel its load of cargo. Let's get a closer look. Channel member Brian Henry says, good morning, Walt, and to the rest of you fine folks. Stephen Woodall is got this stream on one TV and Heathrow on the other. He can't get enough. And Speedbird Gaming, why does it feel like when I go between streams I see many of the same people? That is just something that happens. Some of us can't get enough. Tony G says, can almost feel the sun's warmth through the TV even though I have the air conditioning going. Well, you know what? I wish I could feel the warmth of the sun. I'm looking right at it, but still, according to our thermometer, still 38 degrees Fahrenheit here. It'll warm up. DJ is equating our temperature here to 3 degrees Celsius for all of you temperature watchers in the rest of the world. Channel member Steve Madison says, hi Walt, Runway DFW mods and everyone tuning in from northern Scotland. Hope you're all well today. I am, and I hope everyone else is. Jack Fesperman is a subscriber and he says, good morning from North Carolina. I see Ms. Wolf's 13 in the house. Another of our great mods. Hello, Ms. Wolf's 13. There she is, Ms. Wolf 13, channel member and moderator, Runway DFW. Good morning, Walt. Hope you are well. Always good to see you on the stream. We have a $2 super chat from Danny Kennedy, who's also a channel member. Thank you, Danny. Well, as you can tell, there's not a lot going on right now, which is why we're looking at this picture. Here's us. We're parked near the temporary fence along DFW Founders Plaza here. We've got 2 cameras on either side of me. We've got the camera back there, which is taking this picture. That's perched on top of my car. We have another arrival coming in now. This is American Eagle Flight 3373 in Embraer 175 from Fort Smith, Arkansas. And this is once again coming in on runway 18 left. I see a message from Michael Trout, who is celebrating a month of Runway DFW membership. And Michael says, good morning. Good morning to you, Michael, and thank you for being a part of our organization. I don't know if you can see it in this shot, but the skies are just crazy with contrails this morning. We have another super chat coming in from DJ. Season's greetings, Walt and the DFW family. Thank you so much, DJ. Much appreciated. Speedbird Gaming says American Airlines Flight 34 from New Zealand to 787-9 is nearby. And yeah, Auckland is its origination point. It has been in the sky now for 13 hours and 8 minutes. It's got one other plane in front of it. That plane is going to be a smaller jet, American Flight 2154 from Bentonville, Arkansas. So let's zero in on that as we warm up for the big Dreamliner arriving from the land of Kiwi. I'm actually going to try to put my hood up over my headset. Hold on a second.
Fox Alpha and ground 5, American 2154. American 34 Heavy, 6 mile final visual, 1 EMA.
Well, that's a little better. You can see I've got my hoodie on now. Channel member Steve Lundaby says, good morning, Walt. Great way to start the day with 2 Kalita 747s. Yeah, that was a first for me. I'd never seen 2 of that variety of jet in a row. So now we await the arrival of the flight from Auckland, New Zealand. Be here in a minute. There you see on the left is our behind the scenes camera, which is actually a repurposed cell phone sitting on top of a tripod on top of my car, which gives us this view. And I do believe I see the Dreamliner. Got to clear those trees before we get a better look at it. So we're getting a little more of a side view of the aircraft as they touch down on 18 left. They're usually at more of an angle to us when they land on 18 right. Emma Rice is a fan of our cool-looking setup. It takes about an hour to set up. And about that long to tear down. Sometimes it's a little faster to tear it down. How are you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. We have a new subscriber by the name of Enrique de Leon. Kevin Kelly says, good morning, Walt. Good morning to you. I'm pointing the camera in your direction because there's a plane coming in, so don't worry about it. You can be there. What we're looking for is American Flight 2563 arriving from Austin, Texas. Pardon?
Looking for a flight of American Airlines from Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
What city?
My wife's gonna be on that flight. I need to know when she comes in.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if we can.
8 o'clock this morning, I think.
Okay. From Richmond or
Virginia.
what city in Virginia?
Norfolk.
Oh, Norfolk. Okay. It's possible it'd come in on the other side, but I'll check on that. We have a gentleman who's here to greet his mom coming in. That's very nice.
Oh, it's a little early.
Little early, yeah. O-R-F to the Looking up the flight this gentleman asked about. Let's see, did we miss? Oh, there it is. Here's a flight from Austin coming in. Austin, Texas, the capital of this state. And I do have to apologize because on a bright sunny day like this, we get a lot of silhouetted views of the planes. So the Norfolk flight is coming in at 8:34. 8:34 is when it comes in. It's early. It's supposed to arrive at 9:08, so it's about a half hour early.
9:08?
No, 9:08 is when it's scheduled to arrive, but it's going to arrive at 8:34. So, about 40 minutes from now.
Hey, Walt.
Yeah.
My name is Steven Slato.
Okay.
Now you know who I am.
Now I know who you are. Steve, right? Yeah. Pleasure to make your
Nice
acquaintance.
to meet you, sir.
Always nice to meet our viewers in person.
Up and 18 left, clear for takeoff on Runway 98. Did you say Arnhem to Barn? Arnhem to Lauren, Envoy 9858.
Well, we've got these big boxes coming off this 747 already. Not wasting any time. Smeet Shaw says, hey, Walt, how do you feel about more regular flights to Auckland, New Zealand to Dallas from other airlines like Air New Zealand and Delta? Well, I don't think Delta would be unlikely to launch a service like that because it long haul services by any airline generally go through their hubs, and this is not a hub for Delta Airlines. But Air New Zealand, that's another possibility entirely. And hey, I'm all for more international flights out of here.
Arnhem, depart 20 left, clear for takeoff at 2371.
So we'll be seeing more takeoffs as the day wears on, but it's one of the first we've seen in a while. That was American Eagle 9858 going to Lubbock, Texas, and Embraer 175. And speaking of Delta, no, I'm sorry, that's United. That's what looking into the sun can do for your eyes. It's United Flight 2371 in Airbus A319. And that plane's going to the city adjacent to the bay, San Francisco.
Park United 2371.
Can't see a thing. So go back to things that we can see. What cargo being unloaded? Enrique de Leon says, great view, congratulations and regards from Mexico City. Thank you, Enrique. Doug Hewson says, morning. He is a channel member. Heath Shelton checking in from a rainy Ohio, where we are led to believe it's actually warmer than it is in Dallas, Texas this morning. For some crazy reason. Speedbird Gaming asks what my opinion is of Spirit Airlines. Well, they have a very colorful livery. I've never been on Spirit Airlines, so I can't really comment on their service. So I have to, I will not make any judgments. A lot of activity there on a Sunday morning over at the UPS facility. Smeet Shaw says, are there any direct flights to India from here, Walt? No, not at the moment. In fact, it was just within the last couple of weeks that I realized that American Airlines does fly to India. I believe it's from JFK. But no direct flight. You've got to change planes. And that always seemed kind of, I don't know, something that should be addressed, because we have a very large population in the Dallas-Fort Worth area with ties to the subcontinent. So perhaps that's some additional service we'll be seeing in the years ahead. I know that Air India is expanding its fleet. Buying new aircraft, so well, that's another possibility. I think you can get to India from Houston, but I'm not sure about that. And we're just kind of in a lull right now as far as aircraft go. We welcome Christopher Allen, who says good morning from Dallas, Texas. That's not too far away. Rashid Moshin says, he says, how do you get the air traffic control chat on the stream? In the UK, it's not allowed. Well, in the US, it's not prohibited, so that's how we can do it. Of course, even in the UK, it's not difficult to receive it as long as you have the right kind of radio, but I believe the restriction is that you're not allowed to rebroadcast the ATC. So yeah, if it were not permitted here, we would not do it. As you can see, that was a United plane. That was Flight 2639, an Airbus A320. And that is headed for Washington Dulles Airport. It's Gonna see if we can still see it, because it's a 20th century plane. We could have given it a salute. Well, it's up there somewhere.
1999.
We do like to salute all of our 20th century planes. Toes over, says Mele Kalikamaka. Merry Christmas, Walton DFW family from Kauai, the Garden Island of Hawaii. Thank you, Toes over. You're up either very early this morning or very, let's see, what time would it be there? I don't even know what time it would be there. It would be either very early in the morning or very late at night, depending on whether you've been to sleep yet. Thank you for those greetings from that Pacific island. DJ says, been noticing a few canceled British Airways flights to DFW recently. The one today is canceled. Well, and that is the big A380 flight, the only one that we see in these parts. So that's a little disappointing / concerning. Now, especially during the holiday season, at least as we ramp up to the holiday season, there's got to be a lot of passengers who are disappointed. Now, there are, I think, 4 or 5 American Airlines flights from London on a daily basis, but assuming that a lot of seats on that A380 were sold, I don't know how that could be, all those passengers could be accommodated today. Well, we've got a flight coming in from Moline, Illinois. This is American Eagle flight 3534 and Embraer 175 LR on runway DFW. Maestro, we need some music. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Walt back with you, or continuing with you from DFW International Airport on this Sunday morning edition of Runway DFW live and in color from DFW Founders Plaza. We shall be with you for the next, I don't know, couple of hours leading up to our transition from here to invite you to go check out Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live in Los Angeles for a full day of aviation activity from that airport. So glad you're here with us. It's Sunday, December 17th, 2023, and there's an aircraft we should be seeing within the next couple of hours. It's the Emirates flight from Dubai. In the meantime, That was American Flight 1263 on its way to LaGuardia Airport in New York. And that was American Flight 831 arriving from Monterrey in Mexico, and Airbus A319. Alicorn says, also good morning from Milwaukee. Oh, wow, we're loading this plane already. They've already got it unloaded and they're putting new cargo into it. That didn't take long. Our friend Luke, FTHL Luke, a channel member and moderator, says, Runway DFW and Airline Videos Live, the best way to spend a Sunday. Yeah, we haven't, I think it's been a couple of Sundays since we've been able to do a kind of pre-show for Airline Videos Live. They have, or we've had some weather which was not agreeable to us being here. This morning, chilly, yes, but sunny and pleasant, no problem. Donnie White says, Walt, I have no way to send you any money to help your channel. I'm so sorry. I'd still love to be a member. I believe that's why no star is by my name. That is the reason, but Donnie, all viewers are welcome, whether you're a member or a subscriber. A subscriber is free. You're a subscriber because that's how you can leave a comment, and people who aren't subscribers, just watchers, no problem. We're glad to have every one of you with us this morning. Toes over. I was questioning what time it was there. Yes, Walt, very late here in Hawaii, just after 4 a.m. Well, that is either late or early. Joni Swanson says, loved my trip to the H. The H, of course, is the hotel where Kevin of Airline Videos Live has exclusive rights to hang out and broadcast live. And I've been lucky enough to be there too, so it's a great place to watch airplanes. And also within walking distance to the economy parking garage, where you can also get some really great views. And Joni says, Walt and everyone, Merry Christmas, Walt and everyone, have an awesome, safe, and happy holiday. Thank you. Ayla Slayer Chris says, ambitiously trying to get that Kalita out around 9:10. Now, we're all for that. You say ambitiously. They're They're really making some progress there, Chris. I see at least 1, 2, 3, or 4. They've got a bunch of containers that they're getting ready to load on there. I think you can see them in this shot. Yeah, they're all lined up there to be ingested. Calais of Melbourne, Australia. Did I say that right? Melbourne. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you down under, where it's summertime for Christmas. I don't know if I could... Wherever I've been, it's always been kind of more or less seasonal. I guess Mrs. Runway DFW and I have I think we were at least once on a tropical island for Christmas, which was very weird but nice. But it's nice to be home at Christmas. We have an anniversary message from 757 Chip, who is a Tri-Jet member, celebrating 7 months of membership. Hello from a sunny but chilly McGregor. McGregor. Where's McGregor? I don't know. But wherever that is, we're happy to have you with us this morning. Andrew Plays RB says, I saw this Kalitta Air last night. It parked by an Atlas Air. And MJ Boss wants to know, is that a Boeing 747? Yes, it is. It is indeed. Here is Delta Flight 1291. It's going to Salt Lake City. It is an Airbus A220-300. And it's new this year. Delivered in August. Someone a little earlier was mentioning our setup here. I'll give you a little tour of that. There it is in all of its glory. We've got our soundboard up here, our video switcher down here, our computer here, our audio. That's what we play our music on up there. It's an iPad. There's our our hot spot there in the corner. I don't know if you can see it. There's our scanner. It's another iPad, which we keep an eye on our flights with. One of our 4 batteries. And here is our, unlock this tripod. There's our secondary, our B camera here this morning. And that camera is looking at this.
All right, 1 left, 1 point up 3643.
So once again, we have this Kalita Air 747, which is working on behalf of UPS this morning. Aviation Geek says, I would rather eat at DFW Airport than on a plane. They do have a number of dining options here, that's for sure. American Flight 1034 arriving from Guadalajara, Mexico. The 737-800. And this is going to be the Mexico portion of the broadcast because we have next in line Flight 781 from Querétaro in Mexico. And right behind that is Flight 1750 from Cancun, also in Mexico. That'll be an Airbus A321. This one is a 737-800. So that plane will scoot off the runway in time for Flight 1750 from Cancun to arrive.
Tower, Albert 3736, send a visual 1 ring. Clear land, 1 ring, Albert 3736. Plane 11 clear for takeoff, RNF to Blair and Mexico. So that's 3 in a row from Mexico. The next flight is
arriving from Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is nowhere near Mexico, I don't think, as far as I know. And here comes American Flight 2720, an Airbus A321 destined for Tucson, Arizona. So you can probably hear the flight from Grand Rapids arriving. We didn't get to see it land. So we'll turn our attention to American Eagle 3736 from Aguascalientes in Mexico. And in the foreground, that is the friendly confines of DFW Founders Plaza. Open around the clock for plane spotters and just people who want to hang out with some airport ambiance. There's no food here, although you can bring your own picnic lunch. There's picnic tables. Grassy area where you can spread out a blanket, although your view in the last couple of months is kind of spoiled by the fence which they've erected around the rim of the viewing area. So it used to be you could spread out a blanket and have a clear shot of the planes coming in and going out, but at least as of now, that view is somewhat interrupted by chain link fence. We are led to believe it's going to be a temporary installation, but I haven't seen a timetable on that. What do we have to look forward to now? Well, it's American Flight 782 from Colorado Springs, a 737-800. Be next to check in. We still have Emirates coming in from Dubai, and before we go, we should also be able to bring you the arrival of one of two daily flights by Qatar from Doha. Aviation Geek says, Walt, it is very hazy over there in Dallas. Definitely is. Empty Child wants to know, is this live? Well, it is if you're watching it on a Sunday, on this date, Sunday, December 17th. Now, it's live to an extent because there is a delay between the time the picture leaves our camera and it gets to you, because there's a lot of digital processing involved, and the time on our clock, which you see there, is pretty accurate. It's accurate pretty much to the second. And so if you have a clock that is accurate, perhaps your computer clock is usually synchronized to an accurate time source, you can then tell what the difference is between. It's usually about a 20 or 30 second offset between the actual live time and the time you see it. So in other words, if you were here watching this on your phone, you'd more or less get an instant replay of what you just saw live, because that's how long it takes to go over to YouTube and for YouTube's computers to digest it and spit it back out in all the formats that are necessary for people to watch. So yes, we are live. We are here right now. But what you're seeing is a few seconds removed from actual reality. This wasn't much of a problem back in the analog days. I mean, if you were watching a football game or a baseball game on television, you were, unless they had introduced some delay, you were seeing it pretty much as it happened. But that was a good question. Arriving now from Silao in Mexico is Flight 2181, American Airlines. Very close to Leon, or Leon, L-E-O-N. That plane was American Flight 1828. It's going to Fresno, California. So I had kind of a twin spin for you there. There's American Eagle 3460 going to Harlingen and Embraer 175. And the plane that just landed was The plane just took off was Flight 3460 to Harlingen. The plane that just landed was American 528 coming in from Charleston, South Carolina.
2435, 7 miles, 13 left.
We're starting to get into one of those rush times when there's lots of planes lining up to take off.
Over departure on 3460.
American Eagle Flight 3561 is what you see there in the middle of the picture. It's going to El Paso, Texas, in Embraer 175. Oh, look at this. The cargo door of this Kalitta Air 747 is closing.
Takeoff 111, number 3561. Runway 18 left, American 2432.
So that means we could be seeing some action from that aircraft real soon. Here's another flight from Mexico. This originated in Mexico City. I remember back in the day when Lufthansa used to run a flight from, I'm guessing it was Frankfurt, to DFW and then on to Mexico City and then back the same route. It was a 747. That's why I remember it. Not sure when that was finalized, but I always thought about, because I've never been on a 747, I always thought, well, it'd be kind of cool to take a relatively short 747 trip to go to Mexico City, but I never did, so still on my wish list. Well, there you see the tug, which is hooked up to the front gear of that Kalitta Air 747. And I'm going to say they may be getting ready to push that thing back. Well, I don't know. I see the cockpit door is still open, so maybe a little while yet. Just for the record, we do have one MD-11 parked over at UPS this morning. I don't think we'll be seeing it in action, but just there's a look at it for you. Right, well, here comes American Eagle Flight 3445 from Rapid City. Next arrival will be American Flight 2335 from Albuquerque, New Mexico, a 737-800. Next to arrive is an international aircraft, Viva Aerobus Flight 170, an Airbus A320, and it is coming in from Mexico City. Christy Dennis has favored us with I believe that's at a $1 super chat. Thank you, Christy.
Taxi Bravo, we'll start 18 right here, 74.
Ready for takeoff, land start empty, park off by
18 left line, boy.
Don't get a very good look at that livery, do we?
Departure on the way 39.
The colorful Viva Aerobus livery is kind of left in the shadows there. Aviation Geek says, Walt, I want to ride in a American Airlines 777 one day, or a Dreamliner. Now, I have had the pleasure of being on an American Airlines 777 back and forth to Seoul. So that was a nice trip. Oh, and the Dubai flight is just coming in on the east side. That might be its tail there. So we didn't get to see the Emirates flight come in from Dubai. Came in on the east side. In recent times that I've been here, it's almost always been coming in on the west side and then taking off from the east side. So we'll see it from afar when it comes over to Terminal D, but unfortunately we didn't get the full view of that plane today. We'll just have to settle for American Airlines Flight 2029 arriving from El Paso. Well, wait a minute, what do we got here? Yeah. El Paso flight it is. El Paso, Texas. Flight 2029 was that. Pointing its tail toward the south is American Flight 1064 off to San Francisco, Airbus A321. Well, actually, its tail is to the north. Its nose is to the south. We are pointing our camera to the east. Does that all make sense? This is one of about 8 planes that are currently lined up to take off here on the west side. Keeping my eye on that big Kalitta Air 747, the cockpit door remains open. So it's not going anywhere quite yet. But its cargo is all loaded up. Hello, Skittles. She is favoring us with a $20 super chat. Just because Walt, the mods, this Runway DFW community, and airplanes are so cool. Thank you. Thank you so much, Skittles. Happy holidays to you. Tom Bauer asking the musical question, is there another plane from Bangkok, Thailand landing there today? Greetings from Stuttgart in southern Germany. I don't know that we have any planes landing here from Thailand, unless it would be a cargo plane. But yeah, I'm not aware of any Thai aircraft. Okay, we had a landing takeoff simultaneously. American Flight 1871 going out to Houston Intercontinental George Bush Airport in Texas, 737-800, and American Flight 1304 taking off to Austin, Texas. So the one that took off was going to, yeah, right. Did I explain that correctly? Probably not. All right, here's part of the lineup, awaiting their turn to take off. We'll pull out to watch American 2558 arriving from Fort Lauderdale in Florida.
Sequence for American 1560.
That is a 737-800. Pull out here. We've got another plane going out. It's already up.
Flight left on flight American 1376. Good day on 1-2.
That was American Eagle 3852 to San Angelo, Texas. And they're just now shutting the cockpit door on the Kalitta Air 747. So let's see what happens now. Underneath the belly of the plane. It's like they're removing the wheel chocks. The tug operator is seated. Headphones are put on. And the way is cleared for a pushback.
American 2081.
And we are parking Alpha short of 1 right there, 1 back.
Parking east, we're clear land 13 restaurant 1281.
The cockpit stairway is pulled back.
Busy, 2377, visual 1 right.
Nathan Farber says, "Can I please have a shout out?" Let's see. Let me see if I. Yes, you can have a shout out, Nathan Farber. Welcome to Runway DFW. Christy Dennis says, "I've enjoyed watching the live stream and must go and get some chores done. See you guys soon." Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Christy. Appreciate it. Aviation Guide 241, channel member, says, "Nice stream." And MR Rice says, "Walt, the camera really gives a good close-up on the ground crew." Well, it helps that we're relatively close. And everything is relative here at DFW Airport. As you can see from our wide shot, we can't reach out and touch those planes over there, but we are close enough to get a good appreciation of what's going on over there.
American 2970.
American 2377, runway left is Lima.
418 left, 2 American.
American 333, this is runway left, minus the wind.
Runway 18 left, American 23,
Well, we still do have some planes taking off. Steve Lundaby has just gifted 10 of our viewers a Tri-Jet membership to Runway DFW. Thank you so much, Steve Lundaby. And you will see now appearing on your screens the names of those who are the lucky recipients. Headed out to Los Angeles was American Flight 2978, an Airbus A321neo. And a big welcome to all our new viewers. And a big thank you again to Steve Lundaby. To all our new members. Did I say viewers? Stephanie says, good morning all. Sorry for being late. What have I missed? Wow. I missed, you know. Just hang out with us, Stephanie. There's plenty to see. So what we're doing here is we're kind of zeroing in on this 747 Kalitta Air, operating on behalf of the UPS, and it's getting ready to pull back, and so we're trying to get a nice close-up of this plane being pushed back from its berth. Steve Lundaby says, you are all welcome for those gifted memberships. I love doing this and helping the channel however I can. Now, Steve, you are helping the channel, of course, when you gift those memberships. So I thank you very, very much. Well, you've got to be patient when you move a big jet airplane around. Got to make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed before you start in. This plane not yet on the radar. Now, while we did miss the Emirates plane coming in over there on the east side, we still would expect to see it. In fact, might be a little hazy. Let's see if we can find it for you. I don't know if we can. Is it down there? There's the Japan Airlines 777, which we saw earlier. The Emirates plane is down there somewhere. according to flight radar. But I am not seeing it. That Emirates plane is also a 777. It landed on the east side and then came over the bridge, and is that it? No, that's not it.
1567, visual 18 right.
There it is.
Clear to land 18 right, hold short of Bravo, American 1567.
So that plane landed a good 15 minutes ago. Its passengers have been inside that aluminum tube for 15 hours and 47 minutes. Eagerly awaiting now, I think, the sound of the jet bridge latching on.
Verified by clear for American 1567. Okay, clear to land 18 right, hold short of Bravo, American 1567. Frontier 3221 on the visual for 18 right.
As we mentioned quite often, Emirates at one time flew its its A380 aircraft to and from Dubai and Dallas, but that ended with the pandemic, and we haven't seen any of their kings of the sky since then. And as someone was pointing out earlier, we won't be seeing the British Airways A380 today either, which is the only one we normally see, but apparently that flight has been canceled. So if you're planning to come out here this afternoon and seeing the A380, I guess that will no longer be on your agenda. So here comes the Emirates 777 tail, lining up with the Japan Airlines 777. Over there, Terminal D. And that was American 1567 coming in from Atlanta that kind of intercepted that shot. It's getting very hazy today. What's up with this plane here? Francisco Guerrero says good morning, everyone. Is up early with us from Cali. And again, we will be handing things over to our pals Kevin and Rudy in Cali at LAX Airport in about an hour from now. Got our first Frontier airplane of the morning with Forrest, the northern spotted owl on the tail. Probably won't be able to see too much of it, but welcome a new subscriber named Rubik. So yeah, with the sun on the other side of our lens, and we just don't get a very good look at the liveries at all. But there's an owl on that tail of this Frontier aircraft coming in from Atlanta. That's a flight of 2 hours and 7 minutes. Just a little reminder that you're watching Runway DFW. That's the wrong logo. That's our nighttime logo. There we go. Gen Age entertainment for the 21st century. That's what we are. Welcome in. We're now headed into our final hour of broadcasting this morning on this December 17th, I want to say. Happy to have you with us. And I thank our channel member Beaker and Honeydew for upgrading their membership. Thank you, Beaker and Honeydew. And speaking of music, if you missed the announcement earlier, I have now produced the music for our special members-only Best of 2021, Best of 2023 music of Runway DFW. Eagerly awaited by all. So the music is produced, but I haven't yet attached it to video yet. So in the next day or two, you who are members of the channel can look forward to a special video upload just for you. With a selection, about 22 minute selection of our finest music that you hear on the channel, including, yes, that song that is not to be played. So someone mentioned Spirit Airlines earlier in the chat. Here comes a Spirit plane from, I want to say, Phoenix, Arizona. And that was American Eagle 5013 to Corpus Christi in Texas. The CRJ 701ER. That's what I'm looking for.
Right over there, clear for takeoff, 18 left, Envoy 3393. Envoy 18 left, American 5.
Alaska Airlines Flight 543, a MAX 9 off to Seattle.
5434.
Any movement over there? Don't see any quite yet. Delta Flight 1515 arriving from Minneapolis, St. Paul. That's an Airbus A319. Charles Courtwright says, I'm a member of the Iceland plane spotting live stream. That is so cool. I'll have to look out for that. Always good to see other plane spotting channels in Iceland. Definitely something I will need to check out. Well, here we go. Collider Air 747 pushing back. Looks like the name Dale Henderson is on that plane. We saw this plane come in earlier, and they have turned that thing around. It's going to Louisville. It's a 747-400. This is a 17-year-old aircraft.
Departure, American 777, good morning.
There's the N number for you N number fans. And yes, I can smell the jet fuel in the morning.
runway on right to land.
1-8 right, clear to land, I'll play 35 minutes.
American 820 Quebec, had a contact.
Yeah, American 820 Quebec.
Karen Monson, channel member, says hi and good morning, everyone. Hello to you. Channel member John Driscoll says hello, Runway DFW. Thanks for the early stream. So what do we do? Claire Khan says, look at that. I wonder how heavy that will be. Well, we did see them loading a ton of content in there. And again, this plane is, you see the UPS tail in the background. This plane is hauling cargo for UPS. To Louisville, its home base.
Right, with Eagle across 18 left, ground 18 500, southbound down Woodway, 3792.
And it's on the move.
American 39, like Parker.
Second 389, go ahead, departure, you have a good morning.
American 2114 on that Blair and runway, when it left, let's take off. On that Blair and white left, clear for takeoff, American 2114. Left on the wing.
On the way, 20 left, American 20.
The Connie Queen, says Heath Shelton.
Takeoff 20 left, or after work, American 26.
American 2161, did the sky runway when it left, line up the lane.
18 left, line up, Void, American 2161.
American 2114, connect departure. Over departure, American 2114.
Mary Extraordinaire queries. Hey, Walt, how long you on until? We'll be here till around about 10 o'clock. when it is our custom
Runway 18 right.
to sign off and send you over to our pals Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live, which gets underway around about 10 o'clock. There may be a little bit of overlap there, but
On app, Larry, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 2161.
that's our plan.
Left away, 18 left, American 2460.
So, I'm trying to determine the last
Departure, American 266.
Kalita Air 747 we saw lift off from here earlier this morning was directed over to the east side of the airport for takeoff. My hope is that this plane will be taking off from over here on the west side. Can't quite say yet.
RNAV, B park, corner 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 2460. American 2161.
Aviation Geek says DFW, one of many airports that are really busy in the morning with flights coming in and out every day. And of course, DFW being a big hub, particularly for American Airlines, a lot of planes come in early so that they can make connections with other planes that are going to other American Airlines cities. We thank Mary Extraordinaire, who is celebrating 6 months of membership. Hey, 6 months, 6 months, didn't realize. Time passes by so quickly. But thank you again, Mary. So this plane is waiting for aircraft like this. This is American Flight 3724 that just is rolling down 18 left now for a trip to Austin, Texas. There it goes.
Cross 18 left on Yankees over the Yankee Bridge and 0.65 on the top, County 749, heavy good.
So I believe this plane is now headed over the bridge to the east side, so we'll follow it as long as we can. So we see a plane coming in from Las Vegas. We'll watch this Queen of the Skies head over the bridge, and then we will try to keep track of it so we can watch it taking off from afar. We've been pretty lucky on recent broadcasts to have all the big jets taking off from over here on the west side, but our luck has run out this morning when it comes to Kalita Air Flight 749 and another Kalita airplane that, another Kalita Air 747 that left earlier this morning. I'm hearing the sound of a propeller plane. You may hear that as well. I don't see it. And I think we had this happen on another morning stream where the apparently they do some static testing back behind UPS headquarters. So once again, we'll keep our eye on that plane. There's unlike on the west side right now, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 planes lined up to take off on the east side. That UPS plane would have had would have been free to go right out over here on the west side, but just was not to happen. So we are now going to look out for American Flight 2542, which is arriving from Austin, Texas. 737-800. As we look towards the northern sky and pick it out from behind the trees. We have just received some super chats, and I'll show them to you as soon as I see my mouse. Here we go. So Matt Jen Butzer, $2 super chat. My wife is flying out of DFW today to Columbus, Ohio. Well, I hope she has a safe trip, and we thank also BK for a $4 super chat. Fantastic stream on this chilly, crisp morning. Thank you for those nice words. Hey, we've got Flight 731, Qatar Airways, and it's going to favor us with a west side arrival. This will be a 777 coming in from Doha. A flight which has been traveling about for the last 16 and a half hours. So let's see if we can bring you as much of it as we can. And by the way, you see a little, like a model airplane there that is part of a display. See, DFW Welcome Home a Hero. And it's interactive. You can push some buttons there on the side of that display and shower it with water in the typical salute. Beep if you love Runway DFW. Where's that coming from? All right, well, we should be getting close here.
RNS B Park, good takeoff, runway 18 left, American 1209.
We missed out on the Emirates arrival earlier this morning from Dubai. Came in on the east side.
We are following you.
That was a 777, and this will be a 777. There it is. one of 2 Qatar Airways flights between here and Doha every day.
Now, American 1209, good day.
So there you go, 16 hours and 33 minutes. Touchdown from the Middle East.
22.
And hey, we're going to try to show you this 747 lifting off. We'll be looking for the tail going through the shot there, and then we'll follow it off into the sky on the east side of the airport. This is the Khalida Air that we were following so closely. It is rolling according to, oh wow, that didn't need much runway at all, did it? Headed to Louisville, and this one definitely lighter than the last one we saw. Just needed a bit more runway to get aloft.
Atlanta, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 440. American 1812, 18 left, line of point.
Here's an example of just one of the contrails lighting up our sky this morning. We don't have an identification. It's headed to the east of here.
Echo, Alpha, Northwood 18 left, American 22.
I'm not getting a response to the tape, so we short runway left.
Coming over the bridge there is American Flight 123. It's going to Honolulu. It'll be a 777 Dreamliner. So we'll be seeing that shortly. Before that, lining up is Frontier Flight 3325 to Santa Ana, California. It's an Airbus A320neo. And you're wondering, Walt, what's on the tail? And that would be Percy, the Florida Panther.
Tower Frontier 3325 is, we just made the switch, sorry about that. Frontier 325, just there, Tower, thank you. Line up and wait, left Frontier 3325. 2252, going into position at Alpha, South Tower, left, contact ground point 65 on top of the bridge.
At Alpha, Surf 1 and ground point 65, American 22.
On the Fly Aviation says, Yahoo Qatar. Fun fact, my friend used to live in Qatar.
Taxi Echo Alpha, hold short, or 18 left. RNAV Blair, so takeoff, 1 left Frontier 3325. Well, you know how, excuse me, you know how at the end of movies, they list all the people who made the movie possible, call it the credits. Well, we have some credits as well here to be given to all the folks who make this broadcast possible. Our members. So I know we showed you their names earlier, but we're going to show them again. Hope you don't mind. There is Runway DFW sponsor James Webb, who gets a special thank you for his great support of this channel during the year. So we thank James, and we thank all of the other members of the channel. James is one of them. And here are the Quadjet members. As of this membership list was made by me last night. It was pre-produced. So anybody who's been a new member today, we've had a lot of new members through gifts and upgrades. We thank all of you. And if your name is not on the list, if you don't see, these are all alphabetical by Quadjet, Trijet, Twinjet. And if you don't see your name on the list, it's not because there's been an error, it's because new members don't show up till the next stream, which will be later this week. This is the Flight 123 going to Honolulu. It's a 7878 Dreamliner.
Takeoff 1 left, Scout 6353.
American 1415, just a tower, 018 left, line of wait.
Line of away on 18 left for American 1415.
1415.
Go for American 1415.
American 1415, are you ready to go?
Yes, ma'am. American 1415.
American 1415, are now B5, runway left, let's take off.
Go for takeoff.
Raina Taylor with a final comment before officially leaving. I would love to visit Hawaii someday. Raina, you've been so many places around the world, I can't even believe you haven't been to Hawaii yet. But I hope your wish comes true, because it's a really cool place to visit.
American 123 heavy, or 18 left on Blake.
On a Boeing 18 left, American 123 heavy.
On the Fly Aviation says I gotta go. See y'all in the next stream. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning, OTFA. And we have a new member, Claire Kahn.
American 123 heavy, are now
So thank you, Claire, for becoming a member of the channel.
Take off, 18 left, American 123.
I know, as of last night, we were getting pretty close to 300 channel members, which is pretty good number. All right, so we say aloha to flight 123.
1450 notified to good day. Good morning. Convoy 3766, visual 18 right.
Sunshine is making it feel just a little bit warmer this morning.
Good morning. Red Air Flight 1406 with you on the visual approach runway 18 right.
Frontier flight 1406, yes, Air Tower 1905, right, 18 right, delay.
Hello, I am 18 right. Frontier Flight 1406.
American 123 heavy, coming departure.
23 heavy, good day.
Good day to you, flight 123 Heavy. Oh, I see that our subscriber Aviation Geek is set to have spinal surgery tomorrow. Well, best of luck with that. I know your doctors will have your best health in mind, so our thoughts are with you. It's probably something you're going to have to spend some time recovering from, so perhaps our streams and the other content here on YouTube can help you pass the time. Hope so anyway. And as you can see, we've kind of we find ourselves in a lull right now. At 9:41, we're planning to be here till about 10 o'clock. It's a temporary lull because American Eagle Flight 3756 is on its way in from Springfield in Missouri. There'll be an Embraer 175. And right behind it will be Frontier Flight 1406 from Ontario, California. An Airbus A320 with a new engine option. So here is the Springfield flight. Probably not going to have anything spectacular to go out on today. As far as aircraft go, I don't see anything, any big heavy jets or cargo or anything like that's going to come in the next few minutes.
18 left and ground on the satellite 3750.
As I said, the Frontier flight from Ontario, California is headed our way. As we broadcast from the friendly confines of DFW Founders Plaza. We have received a super chat from Robin M., channel member. Thanks, Walt, for your always calming presence. Love, Runway DFW. Thank you so much. I try not to panic too much. I mean, what's to panic about? Well, sometimes we'll have technical issues. I have to admit, I do get a little flustered when that happens sometimes, but aside from that, it's live TV, so whatever happens, happens, right? My streaming software says they've fixed a problem that will let me reconnect if I lose the signal to YouTube, which is good to know, although we haven't had that problem in recent broadcasts. Did I neglect to give you the tail information about this aircraft? It's Francie the Piping Plover or Plover. Plover? Does it rhyme with clover or lover? I don't know. But that's what's on the tail of that plane. Some manner of flying creature.
Alright, Gulf 8 will cross 18 left, Fox Alpha Bridge will call the other ground.
Here we have a few trains at offering up a 5-pound super chat. Says, grab yourself a brew on the way home, Walt. Been a fabulous stream as always. Hope you and Mrs. Runway DFW have a lovely rest of Sunday. Yes, well, thank you. I haven't seen her yet. She's been at work while we've been broadcasting. So, I'll see her when I get home. Then I'll have a journey to go pick up my grandson later in the afternoon. That is American Flight 13, a 787 8 headed out of the hangar and over to the terminal area. For a journey later today. Well, here we are at one of the world's busiest airports, and it's so quiet you could hear a pin drop almost. Oh, there's Mrs. Runway DFW. Hello, Charlene. Hello to you all. Time for a bite of Walt's homemade brownies, then out to feed horses. That's right, I did make us some brownies. What was it, last night or the night? I guess it was the night before. I hope there's a crumb left by the time I get home. That sounds kind of good right now. And actually, they're not quite homemade. They're from a package mix. But I did make them. I mean, I whipped up the batter and put it in the oven. And so, that counts for something, right? And I was off doing horse chores this morning. Before coming down here to the airport, I was in the barn providing sanitary services and nutritional services to the horses that live in the barn, Rain and Troy. John Southwell says, even though there is quiet there, Walt, we have you. Well, I don't know if I can substitute for jet aircraft, really, actually. But we do have a jet aircraft on approach now. It's American Flight 852 from the mile-high city of Denver. It'll be an Airbus A321. And this could well be our final plane of the morning, as we're about to give way to our friends Kevin and Rudy over at Airline Videos Live, way over there at LAX Airport in Los Angeles. They've got lots more in store for you at AVL. They've got giveaways, they've got all sorts of international activity. And of course all the stuff that happens on the street right by the hillside where they broadcast from.
85, Netty, visual 18 right.
I guess last Sunday, they had a Christmas parade go by.
American 1087, they're telling 180, 18 right, they're landing. They're landing 18 right, American 1087.
All right, give you a little more action before we go. Flight 1007 is off to Cancun. This is an Airbus A321, American Airlines. Cancun, a very popular tropical destination from this airport. Yeah, and I guess we'll have one final arrival. It's going to be American Flight 1087 from Bakersfield, California, an Airbus A319. What could be a more exciting way to end a broadcast? We have a new subscriber, Boeing 747. Boeing 747, of course, a big star of today's broadcast. So the Queen of the Skies is now a subscriber to our channel. Captain General says, hello and good morning, everyone. Captain General, are you related to Captain Obvious? I'm just wondering. Thank you for your sentiments. And a hearty welcome from us to all of you coming from Bakersfield. All right, well, okay, we'll wait for the Viva Aerobus flight 680. It is going to be an Airbus A321neo coming in on 18 right. And the excitement is building. You can feel it here at Founders Plaza. By the way, you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not. But I'm wearing my official Runway DFW hoodie with the hood up. Would you like one of these? Oh, you can get one. You can get a Runway DFW hoodie. I have to find the little button here where I can show it to you. Oh, here's the merch button. Okay. Well, streamlabs.com/runwaydfw/merch is where you would get a hoodie like this, or a packable jacket like that, a t-shirt, one of two varieties of baseball caps in different colors. There's the hoodie I'm wearing. I've got the gray, the light gray number there on the right, and we've got a mug as well. So if you are so inclined, if you're looking for a last-minute holiday gift, streamlabs.com/runwaydfw/merch. I could never be a salesperson, I don't think. I've done a lot of things in TV. Writing, producing, working the camera. I even directed a show, but I've never been a salesperson for TV. I guess the closest I came to that was working at Radio Shack for a while, back when there was something called Radio Shack. I wasn't very good at that. I mean, I was good at being a helpful Radio Shack employee, but I wasn't good at selling all that extra stuff they wanted us to sell. Service plans and batteries. Well, this is the Viva Aerobus from Monterey. Alrighty then. Well, perhaps an uninspiring finish to our broadcast, but that's okay. We'll be back soon with more stuff from what is at times one of the world's busiest airports. And thank you for watching. Hope you'll stay tuned now for our friends Kevin and Rudy at Airline Videos Live. When our signal goes off, it will automatically send you over their way. So if you're so inclined, check them out. Until then, happy contrails to you. Until we meet again, thank you once again for being a part of Runway DFW. I did want to offer up a special thank you to our channel sponsor, James Webb. Thank you, James, for everything you've done for us in 2023. Also to Airline Videos Live and Kevin for providing us with battery power. And we'll see you guys soon. Just a minute or two, in fact. And again, the Runway DFW Moderation Federation out in force this morning. Thanks to all of you guys and gals for making this a really nice place to hang out on a Sunday morning. See you again soon. Thank you again.
For overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.
American 2964 coming up on Jetty. Clear land 18 right, American 2964.